Alright everyone, welcome back to some more SAO Hollow Realization. I haven't played this in about a day or two, which is bad, since I want to beat this game in the near future. Oh god, have I really not played it in like... I don't know, I'm really bad at this. I'm really bad at making playthroughs now. Although some people would ask if I was ever any good. So anyway, I'm gonna buy the movie outfit, even though it's an HP decrease. I think all the other stats kind of make up for it. Oh no, they don't let me buy it? Okay, that works out, I guess. Just, because I'm slightly under money. I forget if I bought it before I left or not. Do I have anything I could sell? It could be literal garbage. Just I need, what, 300, roughly? I don't really want to sell ore. Ore is kind of hard to come by, if I remember correctly. So if I sell... Why does it jump from like 7 to 25? That was weird. I guess if you tap too much, it goes up. Let's sell like 240 worth of that. And that should be enough. I'm not buying the Asuna outfit. In case you haven't noticed, I don't really want to use Asuna in this game for a variety of reasons, mostly because I hate her. This is outfit from Ordinal Scale, I think, right? I think so. I don't know if you can upgrade your outfits and armor. I forget if that was a thing before. What is my objective? To continue progressing, I think? I'm like 80% certain it is. That seems to be how this game is. The story is very much laid back. It's not meant to be anything too in-depth. Where, I don't even remember. What was the farthest place I got? I think it was this. It's definitely a lot less structured than Lost Song, which was very, very heavily linear. I mean, this is also kind of linear. I forget if the Hollow area and Hollow Fragment was linear. I think it was. I'm like 80% certain it was, so... I guess there's a certain linearity in Sword Art games you're just never going to escape from ever at all. Oops. There you go. I don't know why I thought square was dash. Yeah, I'm going to wait till we're in like the middle of like level 20s, you know, level 20s, level 30s. Because, I mean, in Hollow Fragment, you could kind of fight monsters way higher level than you, but you had to be, like, really perfect about it. You couldn't let yourself go. You couldn't let them, you know, kind of tank you into a corner. Movement and being able to disengage in that game was very, very important. That game kind of has, like, I don't want to say weird movement, but it definitely has, to some degree, like... Actually, you know what? Let's fight these guys, because they're, like, level 20. Okay, easy kill. It definitely has a certain degree of just you can kind of do whatever you want. You're kind of locked on to enemies, is what I say. And it's not like this game where you can still free move however you want. You're kind of forced into certain movements. And to my understanding, Infinity Moment didn't let you move at all. So that's a complete addition based off of what they added in Hollow Fragment. Because I played... Really? That stunned me? I don't even think I was in it. It must last the whole duration of the attack. But I played a little bit of Infinity Moment unpatched. You know, not like you could really get the gist of what's going on. I mean, you can if you watched it. But it's definitely... To have it even remotely translated is still kind of nice, I think. Oh, oops, that is not the menu button. And I mean, I gave the opening some slack, but how would this reduce HP? You know what? I'm okay with it actually reducing HP. I don't really need HP at the moment. Alright, Deadly Sins is going to be the move of the entire playthrough by far. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I said, I was really anticipating them patching Infinity Moment. I used to follow that almost weekly, like to see if there were any updates. I think they got pretty far. The thread's probably still up, but since Hollow Fragment came out and it was patched, and since then it's been actually patched to support like real English, as weird of a statement as that is. What? What happened? Oh, what the hell? I thought the chest actually opened up off of something else. That's why I'm kind of like, what the hell is going on? Okay. Very nice. It's really just these guys. I really like Snake Bite. I think that's going to be really useful as like an AoE move. Because I don't really think I have any besides like Deadly Sins, which might very well be the best sword skill in the game. At least for one-handed. I think there's one better one, but it might be interruptible. It doesn't seem like Deadly Sins can be interrupted unless it's like a crushing blow. I'm making up the terminology, but you kind of understand what I mean when I say a crushing blow. Like you have to get hard staggered out of it. Because some moves, I think it was the big multi-hit one in Fragment, you could get completely stunned out of if they hit you with like maybe 1 or 2 attacks. That's why you have to sword skill chain it. The sword skill chaining system was actually pretty nice. Just it's very strict timing, but either it's additive damage stacking or multiplicative damage stacking with each successful continuation of the sword skill chain, and that's really strong late game because you start dealing damage in the millions very easily from just hitting normally. So we're going to the left. Level 25, this might be good. That's one of the things I liked about the Hollow area. I just think the worst achievement in the game isn't the, hey, we need you to do all these Hollow missions. I think the worst achievement in the game is to 100%, to kill 100 named monsters. That's the grinding achievement. I remembered it over the very long break that I had, which is probably very short for most of you. And I said to myself, you know what, that's kind of the most bullshit achievement because there's no numerical counter that you can look at to consult. You just have to keep count yourself. And it's a very slow process. You have to have level 3s in all the areas and stuff. And it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm a grinder, but that's one grind that admittedly I put off. I was like, you know, let's head back to town. Wait, fucker. You made me run all the way out here and now I gotta run back. Are you serious? Actually, you know what? I have a teleport crystal somewhere. That's a thing, right? Alright, maybe it isn't. Oh, god damn it. I will say that's one thing I don't like about this game. Kind of preferred how Hollow Fragment was just like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. We don't really want you to go back to town. Good times. So let me guess, we need to have another waifu scene where somebody professes to Kirito and he's too stupid to realize it. I forget, you can only do that. That's a really very helpful thing. Like, just having that exist in the game is very strong. But like I said, I think this game overall is an improvement on Hollow Fragment. As much good stuff as I give Hollow Fragment, I think this game at least gives a very, very, very honest attempt to improve upon pretty much every aspect of it. I just think there's a couple of things that they could do differently. I like the 4-man parties. I like that people can revive you, and you can revive your teammates. It's not an instant game over if they die, which, I mean, I get is a part of the lore of Hollow Fragment based off the anime, but it is a very nice touch to be able to have that. One thing I also like is that people will level up even when they're not playing with you, so you don't feel like a lot of times in RPGs you railroad yourself to the end of the game. Oh, now you need to use this character. Well, great, that character's like level 2 and you never use them, so you're fucked because you never leveled them up. I kind of like that Sword Art games dodge that entirely, like especially in this game. That's really nice because you could just play with who you want, and I think that was not the case in Lost Song. I think in Lost Song you had to level up people, and granted, people level up very quickly in that game, but there's a reason 5 years later I still never booted it after I beat it again, because it was a very, very boring game. It was very safe. Nothing really interesting happened. And that doesn't make it a bad game, it just isn't a game... Oh, I'm gonna sneeze my brains out. It just isn't a game I'm particularly eager to go back and play, probably ever, honestly. So why am I going back to town exactly? These are grind missions. Okay, I see. The rewards get better and better the higher up you go. But I don't really need to do this. I'd legit just rather grind. I don't really need the money. I don't really need anything else. I like that this game tries to have roles. I don't know if I can develop my characters though. Because the one thing I definitely want is I want Straya to tank more, because Sinon takes aggro very quickly. Oh shit, her shop. Alright, so open the shop. Here's dropped by earlier to congratulate me. My skills are completely where I want them. I'll definitely be coming here from now on. I look forward to it. I got great ideas. A special grand opening. I'll enhance your coat free of charge. Here's my coat, thanks. The Blackwing coat and Blackwing boots. Yeah, so this is how you upgrade weapons. Actually, I'm curious if I can upgrade anything right now. I'm also probably not playing Fatal Bullet before Lycoris. Oh well. I'll play it at some point, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't super... Wait, where is she? What the fuck? Where is everyone? She left. Yeah, I'm using the steel sword. Kodachi. Yeah, you get better attack, but it's lower. I think Klein does like really, really ridiculous DPS though. Yeah, she uses spears. I guess they made her the dedicated spear unit in this game. What? Okay. No bows in this game. Yeah, her having a bow is a glitch anyway. No shopkeeper. Oh, here we go. You summon her even though that's clearly not her back there. Let's see. Where's the stuff I have equipped? Oh, the Epoch armor. I forget what I'm wearing, actually. I'm wearing the movie outfit. You get defense plus 87. So you get 5 more defense. Yeah, I think this would be better. And I have no money. The money really does suck. You get a very big amount when you start the game initially. Alright, well, whatever. It's 1,000, by the way. That's pretty expensive for an upgrade. I won't even lie. Not even for a friend. I forget if getting the waifu stuff with Lisbeth lowered her prices before. course you sleep with the person who augments and creates your weapons and armor. Why wouldn't you?
あ、奇遇だね。
ああ、これから何しようかなって思ってたところだよ。
だったら
I gotta play a Gundam game at some point.
探しに行かない？実はあの
I'm not free lady.
そうな場所を見つけてきたんだ。
本当か？
石を祀る洞窟って書いて
Shrine of the Stone.
洞窟というダンジョンがあるんだって。
石を祀るか。
I'm so in.
そうだよ。よし、その洞窟に行ってみようか。
じゃあプレミアちゃんを探せない？
Oh, they might have mandatory escort quests with Premiere. Holy
ち
shit.
ょうどいいところに。で、ご機嫌。
挨拶ですが。
いや、おかしくないよ。
誰かが言っているのを聞いて覚え
They're
てきた。
totally not dubbing like chorus, I don't think either.
二人は何をしていたんですか？
ちょうどプレミアの話をしてたんだよ。
Yeah, I like dubs. I don't care. I actually do prefer them for games. It's a little bit more immersive in my opinion.
よろしくてよ。
I forget the Attack on Titan game was
誰
dubbed
かに聞いて
actually.
覚えたんだ。
今のはちょっとおかしかったかな。そうですか。ではやめておきましょう。
さあ、それじゃあ向かおうか。
Let's do a little spelunking.
そうだね。
I have never heard someone use that word outside of like a game or a shitpost. Ever. It's never happened.
プレミアちゃんの HP。
普通に満タンだぞ。
そうじゃなくて名前。
Her name?
名前がある。
Oh, she's becoming more of a
し
person.
ましたか？なんでもないよ。
プレミアってしっかり表示されてる。
That's incredible.
そういえばこの前聞かれたの。プレミアというのはどういう字を書くのかって。
So you're like raising a second daughter, basically.
プレミアという名前を本人が受け入れたことでデータにも反映されたのかもしれない。
名前を受け入れてくれた？
まあ、あくまで推測だけど。
そっか。そうだと嬉しいな。さっきから私を見続けていますが、まだ何かおかしなところがありますか？おかしいことなんてないよ。さあ。はい。
Very nice.
名前を受け入れるか。本当にそうだとしたら NPC としての設定が何もな
A
い。
null NPC.
起き
And I apologize. That's kind of also another thing about dubs is I at least know when they're done talking and not just pausing. Because I don't speak Japanese. I don't even pretend. Unlike some people I know. And no fingers pointed, fuckers. They'll never watch this video.
おお、さすが。
以前のイベントが思い出されます。つまり、早く
Why does she have a smug shitpost look on her face?
いい場所を見つけたらそこでランチだね。
よし、それじゃあプレミアの用事を探しに行こう。
目的地まであとどれくらいだっけ？じゃあ
Halfway.
もうちょっと進んだところでおね。
ちょうど腹が減ってきていたんだ。
I was starting to feel a bit peckish.
プレミアちゃんももう少しだけ我慢。ちょっとプレミアちゃんの頭。
What? Oh, she has a quest now.
クエストマーク。発生範囲にたどり着いたか。
でも目的地までまだ距離があるのに随分範囲が広くない？
Yeah, there's quests like that. A lot of times they have people run up to you out of nowhere. They just turbo to you. That happens in Fallout.
行ってみ。連れて行ってほしいところがあります。
ああ、もちろん。俺たちが連れて行った。
カーソルが変わった。クエストが受諾できたみたい。
It hurts.
どうかしたの？
Imagine if every time you accept a quest or interact with an NPC, it hurts them.
クエストが発生した影響か何かかな。
That'll be a pretty grim story.
かもな。それより受けた内容をログで確認してみる。
Now imagine if it turned them on. That would be a hentai.
親睦の加護を受けよ
親睦の加護。
う。でも
I really wonder if they ever were going to make like a legit Shield Hero game.
石の洞窟と全然違う場所だ。
I don't play a lot of anime games.
じゃあそ そっちは何も関係ない場所
But I would like a World Trigger game. World Trigger, Black Clover. My Hero has a game, but I'm gonna wait till they get like a full-on DBZ Kakarot style storyline game, which will probably be once it's over.
分かった
Shield Hero would be a good one. Can't really. I think they made a Death Note game, but you can't really have a game out of Death Note. It just ends up being Clue, which is not bad. It's just, you know, it's like, all right, whatever.
遠くからでも大きいってわかるけど近くで見たら圧巻だね
しばらくしたらここも観光名所にな
A
りそうだ。
tourist spot.
何か不思議な気持ちになっちゃうあんなのイフのようで
荘厳なものを前にしているからそんなことを考えちゃうんじゃないか。
そうか
Okay.
プレミア
I wish they did these kind of cutscenes more. I won't even lie. This is nicer, in my opinion, than constant VN segments. You know how Namco Bandai games are. I mean, they make Tales games. I mean, Tales games usually look a little bit better than this. You could tell that skybox is flat as fuck. There's like Tales of Symphonia levels of flat.
あの時と一緒
And that's fine, because Symphonia came out in like 2004.
これが加護を受けるか。
I'm an old motherfucker.
まだこの段階だとクエストがどういうものか見えてこないね
A World Trigger game would be lit. I really want to. I want that so bad. It's getting a second season too, so it feels good. Thank you, Base Dragon Ball Super, for making them a ton of money.
なぜか遠くに行ってしまうって感じがする
I don't care how much money Dragon Ball makes them.
神々しいでもプレミアちゃんは何をお祈りしているんだろうね
Yes, quest completo.
クエストクリアみたい
よし、これでまた一歩前進だな。お疲れ様。ここでの用は済んだみたいだな。
この後はどうする
そうだな。せっかくこうして外に出たわけだし、石碑の洞窟も念のため覗いてみ
I
よう
actually have to get up and do something in a minute. Fuck, I should have done it before I started.
行きたいところがあるんだけど私は構いまじゃあ決定
ああ、行こう。
ですがその前にお弁当を食べるという予定
大事なことだよな。
はい
And Asuna just accepts it. There you go.
それじゃあここで食べようかそうしましょう
This is like basically reliving the Yui plotline a little bit, but she's more engaged.
結構奥のです。
アルゴさんにもらってるマップデータを見てみるね
I wish World Trigger would get big in the West, honestly. That would be
今
awesome.
いる場所アルゴさんからもらったマップよりも外の位置を示している
それって
They might have a Black Clover game.
隠し通路に踏み込んでいたってことじゃ。
そう前も隠し通路を進んだ先で
And I don't just want a generic fighting game. I like open world RPGs. I think that's my favorite type of anime game.
隠し通路が開いたってことか。よし、じゃあ行こうか。
We're gonna do like a mini dungeon? I think we are. Holy shit. Or maybe it'll just be more cutscenes. And one fight. Okay, there we go. Much better. My favorite move. I actually need to see what the advantages of each different move is. Because before, like, you would put depth charge on. I think it's depth impact. You put that on, and it would lower defense. That's why it's like my #1 most used move in Hollow Fragment, because it lowers defense. You could paralyze them with the hexagon move. Stuff like that really makes a huge ass difference. Sure, whatever. There's no. I mean, it costs the same as everything else, right? So there's like actually a reason to constantly use stuff as opposed to here I just kind of mash out whatever I need. It'll be like you open with depth charge, you lower their attack, you there's a couple other moves. One of them would blind it. Those were like my top 3 moves by far. So yeah, I gotta do a playthrough of Hollow Fragment.
あったぞ例の石だ。
やったね。やっぱりこの洞窟はプレミアちゃんのクエストに関連してたんだ。
She said a lot more than what she said in English. Or what at least what the text said.
Look! 見て、また石が光り出した。
これで2つ目か。それにしてもこの石は何なんだろう。
ねえ、ここの壁に文字が彫られてるよ。
おお、クエストのヒントじゃないか。
読んでみるね。女神より授かりし力の象徴である6つの成績、その1つをここに祀る。何かの伝承みたいだね。彫られた文字も年季を感じる。
6つの成績。この光る石は全部で6つあるってことか。
女神っていうのも気になるよね。この光る石が女神から授けられたってことはやっぱり女神。
Can't wait to see how this story ends, honestly.
まあ一人しか思い当たらないよな。
何か言いたげな表情で私を見るということは。
え？
もしかして
Are you the goddess in child form?
記憶がお弁当に入っていた果実はみんなより
Oh,
多く食べました。
okay. Never mind. We'll make a joke now to make you think that's not the case, and then by the end of the game, she's gonna become like a super angel,
怪しくなってきたな。
笑っているということは
and then Genesis is gonna want to steal her or something. I don't know.
許すも何も怒ってないから大丈夫。ではなぜ笑っているのか。
まあ気にしないで。さて町に帰ろうか。
はい、待ちました。
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I thought Genesis was gonna come out and be like,
それにしても結局あの大きな木への祈りは何だったんだろう。今のクエストとつながりがあるように思えなかったし、それを知るためにはプレミアのクエストを進めるし。
There was fog. You could have fooled me. Unless he means like the fog of the unknown. Because we already cleared out the fog. Should let everyone know what we found out about Premier's quest. Okay. Oh god, another cutscene at the end. They are really ham-fistedly slathering on this story. What the hell is that? Oh, I know Barrett didn't interact with that. Nope. I am excited though for the next engines that they're gonna work on with Dell's games, because they'll probably roll that down to the anime games as well.
そのうちの2つを手に入れたんだよね。
でもまだどういった話なのか見えてこないんだよ。
Wait, 6 stones? Are we trying to put them in the fucking Infinity Gauntlet? Because Thanos references are cool post 2019. It's fucking awesome, dude. Everyone knows who Thanos is now. Ask back like 5 years, no one knows who he is. Thanos? I forget Philly is in this game. Which is bad, because this is the only timeline she exists in. She doesn't exist in the anime, and she probably won't exist in Light Chorus, which is going to be kinda half depressing.
例えばたまたま話しかけた言葉がクエストの条件に引っかかった。
あの時って何を話していたかな。
I mean, depending how this game ends and Fatal Bullet, I mean, then this timeline might literally be the happiest.
もう
Nothing bad happens. Everything else is just cool. They all live happily ever after.
となるとプレミアちゃんは早くお弁当を食べたいがゆえにクエストを起こしたとか。絶対違うと思う。
弁当を食べたがっていたのは事実だけどな。とにかくクエスト発生のトリガーを引いた覚えがないのは確かだよ。
クエスト発生条件は様々なタイプが用意されています。よくあるのは
Wait, that quest? That quest? Or like that quests?
指定な場所に足を踏み入れるタイプですとか。
I think they meant that
時
quests.
間が経ったら発生っていうのもあるよね。時は来たみたいなやつ。
The time has come, and so have I.
今回の神木に祈るクエストに関してはそれが一番
Pray the great tree of
な
awesome.
んせ神木から結構離れたところでクエストが発生したからさ。
神木に祈る。確かないね。
I kind of like that about some different games, honestly. Where you enter an area and it starts the like area quest
イン
line.
クラッド創世の物語。
そこでも木の話が出てなかったっけ。確か生体獣。
まああっちは巫女の話だけどな。しかも2人いるし。
こっちは女神だもんね。
It's like next level priestess, man.
だとは思うんだけど、まだそうだと
You know what's crazy? You actually can have an all bro squad. It's not enough dudes in this game. It's all women in this fucking harem anime.
何にしても今回のことでプレミアちゃんのクエストクリアに一歩前進したんだ。イタイケな少女のために俺たちが一肌脱いでやろうぜ。
ずいぶんと気合が入っているわね。
だってよ、設定がなくて自分が誰かもわからない子を放っておくなんてできねえじゃねえか。
まあね、それは私も。
イエーイ
プレミアちゃん。
思った以上に規模の大きそうなプレミアのクエスト。でもこうしてみんなと協力して必ずクリアまで導いてみせる。
Turned into Little John for a minute. Should go out and explore some more so I can keep Premier's quest moving. Alright, so now we're back to the actual game. I think you had free movement in the towns. I think it's when you entered battle in Infinity Moment that they took away your movement. I don't know how the game played then, because a lot of stuff in Hollow Fragment requires you to dodge. That's what I mean, like, it's not the first really good anime game, especially since I played Naruto games before that did a lot of what it did as well, in just a very, you know, earlier format. I just think it's kind of a significant game because they took source material and adapted it fairly fucking well. And yes, even the waifu shit. Like, it's kind of like Tenchi Muyo, but on steroids with video games. No, Tenchi Muyo might have been a little bit more hardcore. As hard as that is for some people to believe, I think Tenchi Muyo might have towed that line a bit harder. Oh, crap. Like, even as a kid, I thought Tenchi Muyo was just like, I don't know, man. Not even that it's weird, it's kind of boring, in my opinion. Now, granted, I haven't watched it in years, so who knows? Maybe it's God tier. Why is this shit such higher level? Oh, because these chests respawn. Okay, that's good to know. Raider bite. But yeah, I got an idea for a lot of RPGs I want to play. Didn't I just do this one? Yeah, you know why they respawn? That's why. Okay. They respawn very quickly, honestly. I can't get it. Thank you. I just think the only thing I would say is maybe like a couple control reworks would probably make this game really good. Am I paralyzed? I actually don't know how to cure that. Doesn't really seem to be affecting me all that much. So maybe your allies don't have SP. Or at least if they do, doesn't really do anything. So I mean, like, people will shit on Sword Art all they want. I understand the anime has a lot of really dumb plot lines, a lot of fan service, a lot of ridiculousness, and a literal porn hentai chapter written about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one again. But I still think that as a concept, it's very interesting, and it's not the first to do it. And honestly, I think the games really cemented it as a great show for me, at least in the sense that we could get a game so fucking interesting out of it. The only thing that sucks is there's only a few of these guys. Yeah, we basically need to fight like 5 or more levels above us to really get a good amount of experience out of it. As long as this game doesn't go at the end, oh, by the way, you're at the end of the game, so all our levels are gonna jump ridiculously. I kind of hate when RPGs do that. It's like, oh, by the way, you have to grind now. Unless you want every fight to be a boss fight. It's like, but wait, why couldn't you just slowly work me up to that point? Honestly, because it's more fun. That's kind of one thing I don't like about a lot of games that do this now. And World of Warcraft is guilty of this, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey is also guilty of this. I hate games where they I almost forgot this fucking thing. They auto-scale you up. I think that's really lame. Do not scale the world to me. I think that... I'm done. I think that's probably the worst thing you can do in a game, because all you're doing is when you scale the world up, it basically kind of removes the idea that it's an RPG. An RPG is you gain levels. Through those levels, certain things become easier, but there's also should be a level of like upward challenge. You know what I mean? So like when I play Origins, right? Origins actually added this in a patch, but it didn't mandate that you did it, which is dynamic leveling or level scaling. There's certain areas in that game that are just high level. Like if you go there, you're probably going to get your ass kicked. But that's fine, because that's how I feel RPGs should be. There should be like a... Oh shit, we could actually do this. There should be like a degree of... What's the word I'm looking for? Like a predator chain? A food chain. There should be like some degree of a food chain in the game. I think that's what makes a game really fucking interesting and good, is when you... Okay, I was wondering if he was gonna hop all the way over here. Come on, asshole. Okay, forget this. It'll at least be more interesting if we aggro all of them. Use it, use it! Okay. Kinda looks like Alexander a little bit. But yeah, no, like that's why I think like it's lame when you have a game that's an RPG in quotations and it doesn't do that simple thing. It's like, well, wait a minute, that defeats the purpose of an RPG. If everything levels up to you, then it's not really an RPG. You're just like, levels at that point become suggestions more than anything. And that's why I think that games should not do that. Well, thank you for coming to my fucking TED Talk. It's more interesting when, like, you know, you could get your ass kicked, but I like that games like this don't hard kick your ass for daring to try to go into a high level area. I like that. Oh, there's a named monster as a part of this? Alright, well, let's clear this, and then we'll try to fight it. We'll probably kill it, too. But it'll be a little bit difficult. Like, I really can't stress this enough. But when I was 12, hold on, was I 12? 2006. I was 11, maybe 12 when I finally noticed it. One of the games that really, I don't know, like stirred a passion in me for open world RPGs was Final Fantasy 12. And I was really sad that I never got it on the GameCube, because the GameCube never got it. And I didn't own a PS2. That's like my classic childhood stories. I never had a PlayStation 2 when all the cool kids had one. It was very unfortunate. But I mean, it's fine. I got to play a lot of GameCube games. It's just there were like that game. There were like a couple, right? Like this is the golden age of fucking Sony consoles. I would have really liked that. I think it's really cool. But I like that kind of open world, roaming the field style game, and not a lot of games do that anymore. Like the Tales games kind of make each zone an area. I like that this game kind of feels like an open world, while at the same time it doesn't just have a world map to oversimplify everything. You know what I mean? Oh my god! And I'm slowed. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful with this. I really cannot afford to get hit. This dude's actually gonna be tough. He might be the toughest enemy so far. Yeah, and that's why he's gonna be tough, because he hits hard. And we're never gonna be able to dodge out of his attack. I think we're getting good damage. Oh, maybe not. Holy shit. And these poor level 9s are fighting this guy? They were gonna die without us. Jesus. And he has ads on top of everything else. Okay, let's clean up some of these ads. Like, that's kind of why I liked Assassin's Creed Odyssey so much, in my opinion. Assassin's Creed Odyssey really hit that itch of needing to explore an open world. That's why I like the new Assassin's Creed games. I know a lot of people still, don't like them because they're not Assassin's Creed games, although in my opinion, what really constitutes an Assassin's Creed game anymore. Just keep healing. Okay, you gotta step out of that. Yeah, because they have infinite items. It's a little bit... It's alright, as long as no one gets down. So, like, there's a reason to keep your teammates alive and well. Alright, second health bar. Can't see shit. Excellent. I'm just gonna let them handle the healing. Yeah, this is going fairly well for 10 levels. Let me refresh the experience buff. Okay, I dodged the second hit. I didn't dodge the first hit. I need to get that heal over time. That's got to be something I get too. Like I said, I think part of my grinding is going to have to be me using other weapon types just so I can get the experience. He's weak. Shit, I hate to let that run out. I'm gonna get rid of parry. This game is too much of an action game. We don't need to parry anything, ever. I have SP charge. Keep forgetting about that. Okay. Level 20. Oh, god damn it, Straya. I mean, she's doing the right thing. She's tanking. Just we're getting knocked all over the place. Done. Definitely worth it. Two-hand the volcano axe. Damn, HP plus 2,100. That's a sick axe, man. Alright, I don't know what those charming totems do, but they're not my problem anymore. Where are we going exactly? There's like 2 dungeons here. I think I felt like that was an arena border, and then we just climbed right up it. That was... that's interesting. The Roxy Tunnel. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, everything just kind of melts. I think the other touch that was really nice is that Hollow Fragment starts you at level 100 or something. I think it's like level 100, level 98. It's basically, like I said, a complete continuation of the show. So what's cool is that when you start up the game, you're not fighting like level 1s and 2s and 3s and 10s. You're flat out fighting like level 80s. I mean, you could argue that, well, it's just numbers boosted. It doesn't really mean anything. After entering Fuldum Trail, you may access this content again from the map teleporter. Must first beat Fuldum Trail in the main game. Oh, so I can't even do this. But yeah, I think that's one of the cool things about the game, is that, like, it has a different feel to it, you know? I think that kind of accentuates not just the anime feel of it, but, you know... just in general, the whole, like, concept of the game, it just feels really different. It feels like you've accomplished... It feels like in medias res, but we already know what happened before. So we don't need to have the whole early part of the game. Oh, go here and kill some goblins for 5 minutes and stuff. No, we just get right to the meat. And the meat is what we want. What, set controls. Sword skill, stab, reset camera, lock on and off, sheath draw weapon, battle skill, talk, jump, good. Yeah, there's nothing to change about the controls. I just kind of wish it was a little bit different. I have 8 points. Where is healer again? Nova Ascension requires 9. I mean, I could just stick with this. Yeah, maybe I should just keep going until I get one-handed sword mastery. Defensive stance. That might be worth it. I want to get like some low-level stuff. Where's the healer abilities? Here we go. 5 skill points to learn healer. Shake it off. Attempt to resist debuffs cast on you. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So that's my EX skill. I don't even know what my EX skill was before. It was an attacker, that's for sure. Did I even have one? I don't even know if I did. Peaceful Garden creates a wide area that recovers HP. Creates a copy that absorbs the effects of a debuff. Recover a large amount of your HP for that. I don't think I can get anything. I think I just have to stick with it. Yeah, so I probably need to start leveling up other weapons. I'll be a healer. Oh, he's back? I'm not gonna fight him again. But it's cool that he respawns. Yeah, you also have to map out each region in the Hollow Zones. I remember that. And obviously the Infinity Moment portions you don't. The Infinity Moment portions are very straightforward. You have to get the last hit bonus and everything, which actually is very easy on the Vita. You just save right before, and then you fight the boss. Each boss is very straightforward and simple, and if you don't get the last hit bonus, you close the app and you redo it. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a dumb achievement to farm, but it's by far not the worst. Again, that game has some really ridiculous grind-heavy achievements. That's about it. I want my platinum on it. Because someday I want to do other things with my Vita. And I want my damn platinum. Must complete Fulgham Trail. There's no ordinary rain. It's mingled with the poison that was floating around here. It's raining. This would be the place where the rain never lets up. So better be prepared to take a lot of damage. I will be fine. How often does a game actually, like, fuck with you like this, you know? Do we regen still? Oh, well, first things first. I guess we don't regen. Soul of Fire. I think there's a Breath of Fire game on the Wii U Virtual Shop. It's somewhere. I don't know where, though. Man, I love this attack. It's so good. Like, I hate to spam just one attack, but it's so good. Oh, shit. You can direct it, too, after you cast it. Such a good move. It's got everything needed for a good move, really. Okay, we just work our way up the trail. Harmful fungus. I think this game sold pretty well too. I mean, they know who they're appealing to. And I give it to Namco Bandai. Like, I support the fact that they, like, make most of the anime games. Like, Tales has been a reason I've legitimately chased consoles. So, like, I love them for that, you know? I bought a PS3 solely on the idea that Vesperia was going to get a re-release there back in 2009 and 10 when they were talking about it. I mean, among that and Versus, what was it, Versus 13 back before it became 15? Didn't figure out how to stop the rain yet? Or there's a ceremony somewhere in this deluge where they're praying for the rain to continue. Hi, crabs. Bye, crabs. Let me guess, you guys? Oh yeah, we gotta start fighting you. One-handed sword has reached level 0.01. What the fuck? Oh, they're determined. What? Oh, my bad. I gotta remember to close that. Saurian Claw. You know, Saria, I think, is what they retcon the name of Dinosaur Planet to later. No clue why. Star Fox timeline is really weird. Who would have thought the one game I actually really liked from the franchise would end up destroying it so fucking badly? It's a little depressing, actually. Because I really liked Adventures. I thought it was cool. I thought it just needed to be more like Zelda and longer. And pretty much because of it, all that happens in that game, the whole timeline is ruined. Because Fox gets a relationship with Crystal, more or less. And that's why Command is such a depressing game. Because there's no really good ending in Command. I mean, well, actually, I take it back. There's like one, maybe two endings. And on your first playthrough, they basically force you into a not-so-great ending. And you just have, there's nothing you can do about it. That's just how the game, like, they force you to experience, like, one of the sad endings, basically. There's some legit depression. It's a cool idea for a game, but it's just, I would not have done it like that. Especially in a series where you want to have, like, a timeline and canonicity and all this other stuff. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'll destroy the pillar. It's protected. Okay. Oh, well, so why didn't he destroy it when he hit it before? You know what? I'm not even gonna question it. It looked like it didn't do anything. That's why he was like, oh, it's not an immortal object. I should be able to kill it. And then, I mean, you know, then it gets melted. Poor Star Fox, man. Do we go this way? I guess we have to. I'm actually about to level up, so maybe I should level up first. I like how all my friends level up before me. Maruk Underway. Are we just poisoned? Oh, I was gonna say, are we just poisoned by being here? Fuck if I know where we're going and what we're doing, but that's why I like it. It's like, I like games that let you explore like that. That's probably why I like Fallout so much. You can just, like, fuck around, go wherever. I mean, I have some of the Elder Scrolls games, but I'm just not a... I never finished Skyrim. That was actually a playthrough I did when I first got my HD PVR. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta play that new hotness, right? Obviously. And I played it for a couple hours, I fucked up the recording. I was like, you know what, I don't even care enough. This game is not for me. It's the alarm I set earlier. Made plans to go out with Asuna, but forgot to ask what it was that we'd be doing. Because there's a dungeon after this anyway. What? I need to date my girlfriend. I want to play video games with her. Awful. Right when we get to a cool looking area, too. God, man, what a disappointment. I had to go out with Asuna, but I don't know what we're going to be doing. 16.5? Oh, there's a lot of 16.5s in here.
3人揃って何をしているんだ？
今ね、みんなで料理スキルを上げていたの。せっかく新しいゲームを始めたから、いろんなスキルを試してみたいんだ。それに素材をそのまま売り払うより、 料理をしてから売った方が高値がつくのよ。出来によって売り値も変わるから意外と夢中になってるね。
It's surprisingly addictive.
はっきりわかるとスキルのかけがいもありそうだな。
それじゃあさ
Actually, after this, I'm gonna go do the thing I said earlier.
俺は作るより
I'm a specialist. I'm a specialist in consuming. That is a meme in 2020, actually. He's a consumer. Very nice. I'm not gonna remember to clip that, by the way. Fuck. I really should clip that, honestly. That should really be a clip. And I'm never gonna remember to do it. At exactly an hour in the recording, I'm never gonna remember to do it. It's gonna be like a 3-hour recording after cuts.
まあそんなわけででも食材を取ってくるのは得意分野だぜ。
時々とてもじゃないけど食べられないおぞましい
Questionable ingredients.
見ろってすごくうまいのに。この世界
They got scavenger toad. Eh?
慎んであ、そうだ。どうせなら食材さ面白そうね。アスナがどんな場所で食材を集めているのか気になる。
I think there's a lot less flirting in this game than Hollow Fragment. Probably Sony was cracking down on anime shit around this time, right? This is 2016. I looked it up. It's not 2015. This is 2016.
味見させてくれるならでしょ。
その通りです。
それじゃあ食材探しツアー美味しいもの作れるように頑張っちゃうもん。じゃあ準備ができたら向かいましょう。はい、この辺りが食材探しのいいスポットです。スパイス的な役割をするアイテムも手に入るし、もう少し奥に行くと湖が他にもキノコや果実も取れそうね。経験値稼ぎに適した場所ならよく探すけど、食材を集めるのに適した場所。
俺もだ。攻略ついでで手に入るモンスター食材が大半だからな。
それでアスナが引くようなゲテモノをいつも持って帰ってくるわけね。美味しい料理を作ってもらうならちゃんと美味しい食材を持って帰らないと。
割といけるんだけどな。
カエルの足とかトカゲの尻尾とかなんかよくわからない食事とか持ってこない。
Unknown tentacle things? Oh, come on. We love that.
君は味の前にまずは元が何なのかをしっかり吟味して。
I know people in real life who like tentacles.
肝に銘じておくよ。
She who speaks to the
それじゃあ
spoons.
食材を集めましょうか。
Tentacles are a great, healthy, delicious fetish, of course.
ちゃんと入ってる？もちろん。美味しい料理をご馳走してあげるね。
ごちそうになります。
それじゃあ早速町に戻ってお料理を始めましょうか。
Is Kirito a feedie?
あ、向こうで先導してる人がいるよ。
俺は
Reality is often disappointing. Let me just get that out there. Oh shit, it's this dude. Alright, something's actually about to happen. Oh, I already like him.
あいつは
知っている人？
The other black swordsman.
俺が一方的に知っているだけだけど、なんでもかなり腕の立つプレイヤーとして有名みたいだ。この世界では黒の剣士ってよ。
黒の？それって SAO の時にあんたにつけられていた呼び名し。いいの？呼び名を取られちゃって。
Yeah, who cares?
いいも何も人のことをどう呼ぶかなんて自分で決めることじゃないからな。
Yeah, pretty
普
much.
通に
Who
名前で呼んで
cares?
もらえればそれでいいよ。
Everyone calls him Kirito.
それにしても。
Remember when they called him a beater? I'm pretty sure that he thought that was funny when he wrote it. It might make more sense in Japanese, but by God, does it sound terrible in English.
体の運びとか自然だし。
I'm a beater.
強いと思うよ。
アルゴはあいつが戦闘するところを見て普通じゃないって思ったらしい。
でもなんだろう、どこか乾いてるというか淡白というか。 本気じゃないってことかな。
He's not putting his all into it. We'll want to back him into a corner.
噂に尾ひれがついて。
まあ本当のところはどうなのかはただ実際高レベルのモンスターを
High
横取
level
りされたプレ
monster.
イヤー
Oh. So how high level is he? Watch, he's like level 20.
本当の実力を見ることができるかもな。
ちょっとキリ。
もちろん冗談だ。
ダメだよ。今から町に戻ってみんなで料理スキル上げをさあ行こう。美味しい料理作っちゃうよ。
I think one of the most interesting things. Oh, ever made really delicious food. It kind of, if exploring halfway, might as well head out. Okay. I really am interested to see, like, are they, if since like Chorus is going off the anime timeline, I guess up until wherever it begins, which will probably be, well, I don't want to spoil it. I'll save it for the playthrough, obviously. I'll even probably remember to say it in part 1. Like, hey, if you haven't watched Alicization, you should watch it before you play this. Or even watch this. Or watch me playing this. Or watch this playing me playing this. Oh, God. But yeah, I wonder if they're gonna retcon anything in the anime timeline. Because if that's the case, they might as well just have it take place in this timeline.
俺たちが利用するところと大して変わらない。わざわざここまで足を運ぶさてと。
Premiere!
いや、プレミア。ずいぶん珍しいところであったな。どうしたんだ？
私ですか？どうもしていませんが。
そうか。なんかぼーっとしていたからさ。プレミアはこんなところまで歩き回っているのか。彼女は俺たちをフィールドに連れ出さない以上、こうしな。特に用事が。
Are we gonna talk about like the purpose of AI? They just have nothing to do. What does it mean to be alive and conscious? Do robots have souls?
もしかしたら思いがけないものが見つかるかもしれないし、どうだ？
わかりました。構いません。
よし、それじゃあ出発だ。足元気をつけてな。プレミアはただでさえ平らなところでも転ぶことがあるんだから。なあ、今日はちょっと機嫌悪いか？
いえ、別に機嫌は悪くありません。
でもこの前インセクトゾーンにうっかり入っちゃっただろ。体中に毛虫が降ってきたことを。
Well, why don't you bring that up?
あ、こっちに来てみなよ。ここから始まりの街が見える。
She does not give a shit. She like developing emotions, maybe? It's so beautiful. Yeah, this is an area in the game, actually. It's pretty cool.
Hora, 俺たちはあそこから歩いてきた。あれだけ大きな街もここからだと小さく見える。それだけこの世界は広く、たくさんの可能性を持っているってことかもな。
可能性とは？
例えばさ、ずっと街の中にいたらこの景色を知ることはできないだろ。森に行けば変わった動物もいるし、道を歩けば誰かに出会うかもしれない。向こうには湖が。
Says the man who's actually just lying in his bed at home.
気持ちがいいだろうな。こんな風にこの世界にはまだ俺もプレミアも知らないことがたくさん詰まって、これからもみんなと一緒に。
みんなと経
He
験。
gave his perfectly rehearsed speech.
あ、ずっと遠くを見つめている。
Disturbed player.
向こうに誰か。
なんだよこいつ、突然笑い出しやがって。おい、ここは俺たちが狩りしてた場所だぞ。お前も狩るならパーティーを組むとかしろよ。お前ら周り見てるよ。すげえ可愛い女の子たちだらけじゃねえか。どの子に
He's a pervert.
俺はあそこのポリテの子にするぜ。何言ってんだ。 誰もいないのに。
What the fuck? Okay.
なん
Now I'm spooked.
陰徳スキルを使っているプレイヤーが、いや、始まって間もないこのゲームでここまで完璧に姿を消す方法なんてないはずだ。あいつには何が見
Why don't we blow this popsicle stand?
一緒にテンション上げていこうぜ。いいものあるからさ。
Again, something no one has said since like maybe the 70s, honestly.
遠慮すんなって。
Unironically, at least.
教えてやるからさ。消えた？何だったんだ。
ログアウトしたのか。でもログアウト操作をしている様子もなかったし、何だったんだろうな。
わかりません。
Yeah, so what the hell?
それでそのプレイヤーはログアウトしちゃったんだ。奇妙なことを口走っているのも不気味よね。
Probably just got kicked for indecency.
なわけないか。
Who
状
knows?
況から考えると強制ログアウトさせられた可能性が高いですね。強制ログ？今の話だけの情報ですと確実性には欠けますが、おそらくそのプレイヤーの症状はデジタルドラッグによるものと思われます。
It was high off
ド
skooma.
ラッグ。あれ、
デジタルドラッグって
映像や音などによって脳内麻薬を
What?
分泌させる不正プログラムだよ。
それニュースか何かで見たことある。
Oh, it's not even just like an in-game
プログ
debuff.
ラムを使うことで覚醒作用を引き起こす。
Yeah, I don't do drugs in real life, so I couldn't tell you.
はい、そうです。
I drink, but I'm too lazy to buy alcohol and also too poor.
そして
Why do you think I'm here playing this?
プレイヤーは脳と直接信号をやり取りするハードを使用しています。
I bought the collectors for this game, by
そ
the
れ
way.
により
Just
プレイヤー
FYI, I bought the
はあらゆる
collectors.
感覚をこの仮想現実の世界で体感することができるのですが、
I don't even know it came in the collector's box. This is why I stopped buying collector's editions. I buy them and I feel bad that I had to even open them up to get the game out. So I just, what's the point of me buying them, honestly? Maybe when they release Spyro 4, I might get one.
ノルアドレナリンという、すると人によっては感覚が
Yeah, I don't know why you would want to do this. Drugs are already bad enough in the real world. Plus, this is Japan. I don't think they do a lot of drugs over there. Or at least it's very, very penalizing to do it.
それのデジタル版だからデジタルドラッグって言うんでしょう。
But you know what? They might see it as, oh, well, it's a video game, XD.
ニュースではそうしたプログラムを使用する人の
Trans players.
常習性もあるらしく、その感覚を求めて
Countless
何度も
players
使用す
using
る
it to
人が
chase a
後に
high.
しかもデジタルドラッグとは言っても、使用者は脳内が覚醒状態、覚醒したまま現実に戻り、そこで問題を起こすという事件だっていくつも起きているみたいなんだ。
でもそんな危険な不正プログラムがアミスフィアで動いちゃう
Probably like an illegal
普通は無理だ
modification.
けど、アミスフィアを改造することでできてしまうっていう話なんだ。ファームウェアと呼ばれるアミスフィアを動かすプログ
They
ラ
have
ム
a
がある。
firmware, yeah, and then they fuck with it. They basically jailbreak it.
不正なプログラム
They
が起動できるよう
jailbreak
になってしまうらしい。
Wow, they're
危
idiots.
険性はどうなのかしら。現在広く使用されているアミスフィアは直接
Yeah.
人体に致命傷を与えるような性
So
能
I'm
を備えて
surprised
い
that
ません。
Atmosphere actually
で
exists.
すがデジタルドラッグの常用は肉体的や精神的な負荷も多いため危険であることは間違いないです。プレミアと一緒に見かけたっていうおかしなプレイヤーも幻覚か何かが見えていたってこと。
可能性としては一番高い気がする
I
な。
like how Sinon is probably the most relevant character in this game besides like Asuna and Premiere.
働いたからだと思われます。
Yeah, he probably was really losing his shit, so they auto kicked him.
つけられた安全機能だよね。はい。心拍数の上昇や意識の消失などで作動するようになっています。今回の場合は脳波の中のアルファ波に異常が見られたため強制ログアウト機能が働いたのでしょう。すぐにログアウトされるならゲームを遊ぶ
God damn.
そんな支障はないんだろうけど。
This is one of those things in an anime people do, and it's like, why the fuck are you doing this? Like, really?
同感だよ。不正なプログラムで高揚感を得るためにアミスフィアを使う。
And then Atmosphere is gonna get blamed for this, by the way.
今までも様々な可能性を示してきた。 けどそれは一つ間違えば大きな問題を引き起こす可能性も。
See, I wish Sword Art focused on stuff like this more than all the other random weird dumb shit that they do. Because this is like kind of interesting stuff. It's like ethics a little bit. It's like actual stuff that could happen someday. It's more science fiction when you focus on stuff like this. But unfortunately, we get a lot of dumb waifu scenes and stuff, and it just it would be so much better if they focused more on stuff like this. As someone, Jesus, man, all right, so you're driving down the street, you're not playing F-Zero. But yeah, I think that's got to count for something, right? It's kind of like you have good ideas, good concepts. You have a character who, at least initially, I think, had a lot of potential to really do well, and they kind of just ruined it because they over rely on selling people on waifus, and I think that's probably the worst thing that they could do. I'd also like to point out I will not be doing the DLCs, at least in this initial footage. I will be just beating the base game and then playing like Horus. It's unfortunate. Blame 2016 me when I bought it for not playing it then. And, oh, well, I actually had a lot of shit going on. Don't blame me for shit. And blame 2018 me for not sticking with it. I had a lot of shit going on then. It's kind of crazy how that works out, isn't it? Like, me doing YouTube stuff is kind of relatively new, and you have Fire Emblem Three Houses to really thank for that. In the same way that year or two of me making stuff back in 2017 was literally all because of, what's it called? Not New Colossus. That Wolfenstein game was so-so. The other one. Origins. Assassin's Creed Origins. Love that shit. So good. Oh, do I have enough weapon points now? Shake it off. Peaceful Garden. Physical Fitness grants high resistance to physical debuffs as well as HP regen. Soul Resist grants high resistance to mental debuffs. High SP cost 300. Oh jeez. This costs 100, but it gives us HP regen. The Bell of Beginnings. Level requirement of 50. Oh jeez. Well, I'm leveling up healer just by having it, so that's actually kind of good. Maybe I'll just stick with what I have now. You get 600 regen over 3 minutes. So that's 200 a minute, which is pretty good, and it's on a 3-minute recap. So this basically almost has 100% uptime. How much is it? 7? Yeah, I'm gonna work my way towards that. What skill palette? Oh, okay, that's fine. So if I ever have a debuff on me, this has an 80% chance to maybe just dispel it right away. That might be actually pretty good. Oh, geez, that's a big motherfucker. Why can't I hold all these items? I'm not saying every anime has to have like super ethical ideologies and stuff like that, but it would be kind of interesting and cool. And I think it's something definitely worth touching on, as opposed to just, hey, do you want to fuck this girl or this girl? By the way, they're both 2D drawings. That only goes so far, in my opinion. Like, even when I was way younger, I didn't really think like that. Some of my favorite animes are mostly have nothing to do with romance, or if it's used almost as like a standard template for, like, I don't even want to say abusive relationships. I'm thinking like Death Note specifically. Like, I'm paralyzed. That's nice. Like in Death Note, I don't really want to spoil it too much. I 100% recommend it, but the relationship in question was very much exploitative. And that's not to say like it's a valuable thing, but it's not like, oh well, they want to fuck, and I love the fact that they're gonna fuck because I want to self-insert. It's more like, well, there's an interesting power dynamic at play here that the main character has to overcome, once again using his wit and his talent and his knowledge of how the world works. And again, there's no real hero in Death Note. There's protagonists, but there's no heroes, if that makes sense. Like, you're not really supposed to root for any of them. At the same time I root for both of them, you're not really supposed to root for either of them because they're both pretty... What? I didn't lose it. They're both pretty awful people and willing to do awful things. Such a good anime. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. HP minus. Why would you wear that? Yeah, I'm just gonna take an HP loss of 800, by the way. Oh, nice. This will be good. Okay. Does make me kind of wish that I could like custom I could customize my teammates. I don't think you can customize them in this game. That would be kind of a nice touch. I kind of like that in games. You could customize your teammates and you know, roll them out. Since this game literally has roles, that would be kind of nice. But don't worry, I'll be the healer for my team. I don't know how great healer will be, but I know that having the ability to cure debuffs and everything will be rather helpful in the long run. SP regen and stuff like that. Oh, much better. You ever had a good just like crack, nice stretch, stuff like that? Alright, let's just go to the exit. I hate to just run right through everything, but it's not like I need to grind off any of these monsters. I mean, we've killed 29s. I feel like at this point we could kill 30s as long as there's no obnoxious battle pattern to try to figure out. Oh, shit. I zoned out. I was thinking about Dragon Ball Z for a minute because I didn't buy Kakarot, and I was like, damn, maybe I should have bought it on the Steam sale. But I think I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan. I'm pretty relatively knowledgeable about it because, I mean, come on, it's fucking Dragon Ball, right? Like, if you watch anime for more than a year, you've probably been at least exposed by proxy to Dragon Ball or One Piece, or at least one of the derivatives of it. It's like impossible to not kind of know about it, you know? Urban Shank. Oh, God damn it. Dead. Maybe need to use this. Beat the shit out of him. Holy shit. He had literally no chance. That was easy. Honestly, couldn't I just set Deadly Sins to my combo finisher? Nah, I kind of like having it on command, but I could. It wouldn't really change much. It would just make it, yeah, you know, I kind of actually like it. I think I need to change where Vorpal is, though, because Vorpal's like a lunge. I kind of like that it's a lunge, because it lets me close the distance very quickly. listen, I like anime as much as the last guy, right? Like, anime probably has had a massive influence on my life. I mean, that's not even a question. Some of the best memories I have as a kid are watching anime, watching Toonami, watching Gundam, watching Sailor Moon, watching a whole lot of other stuff. It's not really even a question. Darkness, Wrath. A hit. Oh shit. He has like no wind up for his attacks. Oh shit. He's really agile. He might actually be like the first real threat. Oh, he's weak. Never mind. Yeah, he has like very low stun and everything. Can you hit him? No. If they're too high, you can't hit him. Oh shit. Should make a Dark Souls game featuring Kirito. It'll be lit. You can actually tell people to get good. Alright, easy. But apparently there's another one over here. Another red mob. Yeah, if that's ever not up when we're fighting a monster I actually intend to gain experience from, that's just on me. Because that cooldown is short as fuck. I actually own this game on PC since I bought it for PS4. It's actually the crazy part. I don't know if and when I'll ever play that PC version. I have Hollow Fragment. Alright, this might be a little bit out of our league. It's 14 levels above. Well, not for Cena, now it's 13 for her. I mean, I'm willing to try it. Might get her ass kicked. What's the worst that happens, honestly? I think this game auto-saves. I don't think you really ever get death in this game. Right? Yeah, you don't. Alright, let's try it. Oh my god, that was his parry, by the way. 1,000 damage. It's all directional parries, though. What? Oh, what? Oh, I thought I died. I'm like, what is happening? I was like, what the fuck is this game doing right now? Good lord. Sorry, push him up here. I'm paralyzed. All right, let's see if this actually works. Yeah, it does. I just got unlucky. I rolled the 20% to not get it cleansed. Could you believe that shit? Well, let's say maybe paralysis isn't a debuff; it's a status effect. Nope, got rid of it. Yeah, that SP regen would be really helpful. That's definitely got to be the next major skill I get. Oh shit! No, I want to do that. No. Thank you. It's not even really doing that much. I'm not sure if it's because Stray is just not close enough and he doesn't really gap close or what. Alright, halfway. This move is going to be used like 1,000 times by the end of the game. It's so good. It just does so much damage. Oh, we knocked his ass out. Goodbye. And she's doing exactly what I need her to as a tank. Nine seconds. I'll use it next time. What? Yeah, I wish you would disable that ability, because I can't use my actual ability while we're over here. Dude, this guy got slapped the fuck all over the place. The 29 was harder. Megalon Tomahawk. This dude gets slapped all over the place, upside and down, and just basically didn't do anything. But yeah, I think Shreya's doing a bit better job at tanking now, which is nice. Not really sure if there was something I needed to change personally to have that work, or how that exactly ended up working out. It's nice, whatever works, you know. Shake It Off is going to be really helpful. Fuck switching. Why would I want to switch in this game? I want her to tank. I think this is it. This might be the boss. Alright, if this is the boss, I'm going to stop because I'm going to go do something real quick, and then I'll be right back. Yeah, I think this is the boss. Alright. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go do something really, really fast. I need to remember to unmute myself.